Now we go to heavyweight. And who's coming out?
And the heavyweights for Penn State, Kerry McCoy.
Iowa
is
sending out Mike Manganiello.
I think you got it.
Yeah. Try to put those G's and I's where they belong. And his opponent is Kerry McCoy, ranked 7th in the country. A sophomore, undefeated this year, 9 wins and 4 pins for Penn State. He's having an exceptional year. He was a 190-pounder last year. He made 190 pounds 16 times, but he is smaller than most heavyweights. And here comes Manganiello in for the first takedown. He leads 2-0.
Well, what's interesting about Kerry McCoy is he's also not only a great student, but he played cello in the church choir. He's very versatile and very relaxed as a person. And then he also wrestles internationally. And he was the Pan American gold medalist for the United States this last summer.
Manganiello let him up. It's 2-1 in favor of the Iowan. One of a number of heavyweights. In fact, they were telling a funny story about the first meet of the year in Iowa City, where Phil Hattie, who's the sports information director here and does the PA work on the Iowa wrestling meets, introduced all 4 of the heavyweights who weighed in for Iowa and then said, "Is there anybody else here who wants to wrestle?" in the crowd.
Action.
Kerry McCoy, undefeated, but behind here 2-1.
Last year, McCoy wrestled a whole lot of matches. I mean, he wrestled 36, 37 matches last year. One more than he lost, but the experience he gained was tremendous at 190 pounds. Now he's done growed up, you know, and he's going to be a good heavyweight.
Here we go.
We're at heavyweight. Halfway through the first period with Manganiello of Iowa leading Kerry McCoy of Penn State 2-1. But McCoy is in on his first really good shot. And we'll see if he can score with it.
Your right foot. Wait on your right foot. Nice. Keep going that way. Keep going that way.
Manganiello is holding on to that
Get back over it.
Kerry McCoy foot for dear life.
Keep going. Stalemate. Neutral.
Stalemate. That means the official feels it's not going anywhere. Either man can improve his position. Brings him back to the middle. McCoy will have to find another move that works. He has not been able to get one on Manganiello yet.
You know, McCoy is a wrestler that looks more like a 77-pounder as far as his move. He moves underneath. One of the things he's going to have to watch out as he wrestles heavyweights is to not go under early. I think he's going to be in great shape come third period because he's going to be able to outquick him, and he'll be able to go under him maybe later on in a match. But even here with Manganiello,
right there,
heavier, right there, you could get caught underneath a heavier person and get really in big trouble.
Well, McCoy used a shock there on McCoy, throw by, but he wasn't able to keep Manganiello from coming back face-to-face with him. And then Manganiello was able to use his weight and almost give McCoy some problems. So it's 2-1 in favor of Manganiello of Iowa at heavyweight.
Get out of that underhook. Bubble the inside, circle on.
Circle in.
Not much time left in the first period, as you can see. Here comes Manganiello. First period, Manganiello's in there, leading 2-1. He has his choice, and I think he's going to go on his feet. Hey, how about that? If Iowa wins, and they have won, there's no question about it, Dan Gable has won his 300th meet as a coach. 300 in 18 years. I don't think that's what he's thinking about right now. He's looking at Mike Manganiello, who started on top.
Use it, top man.
Well, you know, the Iowa Wrestling Club, the Booster Club, is so proud. They're very loyal.
Oh, here's McCoy on the reversal. 3-2. Now let's see what McCoy can do on top against a somewhat bigger man. Manganiello weighed in at 240 pounds. McCoy at 224.
That's what you don't want to happen. He recovered well, McCoy did, but he dropped his hips down.
Yeah,
you have your legs in, you've got to keep your hips up, just like he's doing now. But if you drop him down on the mat, all that a bigger heavyweight like Manganiello has to do is kind of roll over, and you're caught.
A minute to go in the second period. It's a 1-point lead.
You have to improve it. On top, you're strong.
There's a warning.
You gotta have some action, okay? Action.
For
he's got to improve it. Get out or something. Come in, set.
Against McCoy, and the Penn State coaching staff, of course, is unhappy about that. You're Keith Pullman saying he needs to improve it.
Yeast.
You gotta move, Mike, not him.
We're halfway through the second period at heavyweight.
Action,
At
guys.
Carver Hawkeye, Manganiello of Iowa against Kerry McCoy of Penn State. McCoy got a reversal and now leads 3-2.
Pressure.
With that length, he's got so much leverage right there. If he does, see, he's working on that near wrist right there, and he's got a lot of leverage, a lot of strength.
There's a warning. There's the first warning against an Iowa wrestler tonight. That's a warning against Manganiello for inactivity on the bottom.
Use it, top man. Let's use it. On your toes. Drive forward. On your toes. On your toes. Drive.
There's that roll by the heavier man. And again, McCoy was able to get his balance back. He was able to... And a good ride. He has a minute and 8 seconds of riding time, McCoy.
Third period.
So now Manganiello has his choice, and he takes down. He's going to have to come out now this time, which he wasn't able to do at the end of that period.
Top man, set.
McCoy leads 3-2.
McCoy trying to slap on a cradle right there. And he's got it hooked up.
He has it hooked up. Now the thing is, you have to horse the man over, and he's a big man.
Well, I'd be surprised if he tried to roll through. He's going to try to bring him back, I think. Yeah, he wasn't able to keep it hooked up. Manganiello coming out. If he can get that ankle and drop down and drive through, see, right here, he's got to get it now, though. He's got to take it while he's got it. He's got good position. If he can drop the hips
to get a reversal
and drive through, he could get 2 points, but he
doesn't have it yet.
That to get in.
Doesn't have it yet, and
McCoy did a great job of recovering, and now
great scramble, and now he has Manganiello on his back. What a turnaround. And there it is.
Great leverage by McCoy there, because he was in big-time trouble with it, but he was able to get that arm underneath and catch it, and then come around with his leverage.
What a turn of fortunes right there at the end. Wasn't that something?